This news story was produced by Cogeco North Bay News. To watch the full newscast, tune into channels 12 or 700 live at 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday.
One, you talked about retention of your existing businesses.
The consultations that we're working on now, we're basing them off the strategic plan framework that Council created. And we're taking that framework and consulting with the community over the 10 town halls. And we also have an online survey that will be launched later this week as a different way of getting feedback, either from people who aren't able to attend or also want to provide that feedback online. We're getting a range of feedback that we then need to pull together and go through all the different themes and priorities and discussions that people have put forward, and we do our research and analysis on that and bring them all together and then develop a draft strategic plan. And that strategic plan will then come forward back to Council. We're working with city staff as well as we develop that. They've been tremendously helpful in terms of helping us out with local knowledge as well as some of the history that we need to consider as well as we move forward with the project.
In other municipalities that you've done this, what have you seen come out of it?
One of the things that is always great is to see the community as engaged as they were last night and were this morning, and getting that type of feedback. And what we've seen is that community feedback is really, really important when we build that strategic plan that goes forward. So that's the greatest thing that we see coming from the process, is the quality of feedback that the community gives to us.
North Bay resident Jeff Fournier took the time to come to Memorial Gardens on Thursday morning to share his opinion.
The key issues, there's two key issues in my perspective here, is communication. So we need more clearly defined communication protocols, and we need an information gathering system. And this strategic plan, as it's written, just mentions that as one of the elements. I think that should actually be a whole separate section. And number two, from my perspective, is balance. I think it's coming out here that the reasonable people that are speaking are actually saying, like, we don't have a balance right now. Like, nobody is really against sports and that type of thing, because we all want an active living, a good city to live in.
Fellow North Bay resident Nicole Pelche is an avid council watcher, and she never shies away from sharing her opinion.
What do I want? I want action. I'm tired of being told no for my ideas. They deserve to be acknowledged. They deserve to be followed up. They're good ideas, and so are many of the other community members as well. We've got study after study after study. 2007 Parks Plan shelved, 2011 Arts Plan shelved. We're not seeing these plans followed through. There's no accountability, there's no timeline, there's no feedback mechanisms to which the community can tell council, no, this is what we want, or yes, you're getting it right.
Deputy Mayor and Budget Chief Sheldon Frigette hosted this town hall per se, and he shared his final opinions following the town hall. An overriding theme from the people I talked to is action. They want action. Can you promise action?
So yes and no. We come here and we plan and we do these town halls. A lot of the stuff that's said sounds very easy. The action portion is very, very difficult, but it's our job to try and deliver as much of it as we can, right? Things like having a more intuitive website, that's something we should be able to take action on. Something like creating a youth council, that's something we should be able to do, no problem, right? Things like economic development, well, there's things in the pipeline, coming out for that, so it'll be exciting to see that when it does happen. So it's to try and do as much of it as we can.
The next chance to have your say is on Friday morning, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Nipissing University's Theatre. Reporting for Cogeco North Bay News, I'm Clarke Heipel. If you are interested in watching Cogeco North Bay News, you can become a subscriber by calling 1-800-267-9000.